Good afternoon everyone. I am here to tell you something about distillation. So what is distillation? Distillation is a unit operation which is used to separate two liquids according to their boiling point. So what is unit operation? Unit operation is a process in which only physical change takes place. For example, if we talk about filtration, when we are doing filtration, what will happen? There will be separation of solid from liquid using the filter media. There is no change in chemical composition of solid or liquid. So that is the unit operation. This distillation is used to separate two liquids depending on their boiling point. If we are considering a binary system, which means it contains two components A and B. Both are liquid. For example, we have CHCl3 and toluene. If we want to separate this, for that we have to use this distillation. So what is distillation? Distillation is used to separate two liquids according to their boiling point. Here I have taken chloroform and toluene. The boiling point of chloroform is very low, and because of that it is known as more volatile component. In short, it is known as MVC, that is more volatile component. Here toluene is having high boiling point, so it is known as HCV. Whenever we are considering this distillation, we have to consider relative volatility. For relative volatility, you have to have idea about volatility. What is volatility? Suppose we are talking about volatility of A. In that case, it is the ratio of Ya upon Xa. Then what is this Ya? Ya is mole fraction of A in vapor phase, and Xa is mole fraction of A in liquid phase. Whenever we are writing mole fraction in vapor phase, we have to use Y, and whenever we are writing mole fraction in liquid phase, we have to use X. Suppose we are writing volatility of B, that is equal to YB upon XB. So here YB is mole fraction of B in vapor phase upon mole fraction of B in liquid phase. Then the term comes relative volatility. It is the ratio of volatility of A upon volatility of B. That means Ya upon Xa upon YB upon XB. Friends, we also know that according to the law, if we have two components in the system, mole fraction of that two will becomes equal to 1. So for YB we can write 1 minus YA. Accordingly, XA plus XB is equal to 1. Therefore, XB is equal to 1 minus XA. We can put the value of this XB and YB in this equation. So it will becomes like this. YA upon XA into 1 minus XA upon 1 minus YA. This relative volatility gives us idea that whether the component will be separated using the distillation or not. If relative volatility is nearly 1 or equal to 1, there is no chances of good separation using distillation. In that case, we have to go for another unit operation like extraction. For example, we are having a mixture of acetic acid and water which we cannot separate by distillation. Why? The boiling points are very near and that's why we cannot separate them using distillation. In that case, you have to go for extraction. So, relative volatility must be greater than 1 for good separation. For good separation using distillation. The whole process of distillation is based on boiling point. So you also have to have idea about the boiling point. What is boiling point? You all know very well what is boiling point because you have learned it from standard 10. But then also I would like to explain what is boiling point. Boiling point is the temperature at which vapor pressure becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. So, vapor pressure becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. Temperature at which vapor pressure becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure, that is known as the boiling point. If we are considering normal boiling point, in that case atmospheric pressure is 1 atmosphere or 760 millimeter Hg. Boiling point of any component is not fixed, but normal boiling point is fixed because atmospheric pressure is fixed at that time. Okay. So now we have to understand the boiling point diagram which is used in distillation. Boiling point diagram gives us idea that at what temperature that will be the liquid starts boiling, at what temperature the vapor formed will condense, and what will be the composition of the mixture at a particular temperature. For example, this is the boiling point curve of a component. Suppose here on this side you have to take mole fraction of more volatile component. Suppose we have a mixture of A and B over here. In that case, if A is more volatile, in that case mole fraction of A is taken on the x-axis and temperature on the y-axis. So when we are considering mole fraction, it will change from 0 to 1. Suppose when we have 1 mole fraction of A, when the value of mole fraction of A is 1, in that case there will be no B, only 100% A will be there. Suppose at the temperature T1, somewhere here. This is the position. This is the line which joins two curves. This is known as bubble point curve. And this is known as dew point curve. At dew point curve, what will happens? Liquid will starts to condense, and at bubble point curve, liquid will starts to boil. So here below this bubble point curve, only liquid phase is present. Above this, only vapor phase is present. And here in this, there will be a mixture of two. That is liquid plus vapor. So here, suppose this is the 0.1 mole fraction of A. In liquid phase, what will be the position at same temperature? Which are the number of moles present in the vapor phase? Suppose it is around 0.5. Then 0.5 mole will be in vapor phase and 0.1 will be in the liquid phase. And in between that, there is the mixture. So this is the curve which gives us idea about the composition of the liquid mixture in vapor phase and liquid phase at a particular temperature. Okay. Now we will consider the Rayleigh's equation. Before that, you have to have idea about types of distillation. What is distillation? Types. See, what we are doing whenever we are doing distillation, we have the liquid mixture which we are heating. This is the laboratory technique or instrument which we are using in laboratory for separating liquid, or we can say this is used for simple distillation. This is the simple distillation assembly in which we are taking mixture of two components. Suppose, as I told earlier, we are taking two things here, CCl4 and toluene. So what will happen? We are taking this mixture and we are heating it. What will happen? Vapor will be generated on the surface. As vapor generates, it comes in the condenser and it immediately condenses. This is one type of distillation, in which what we are doing? We are generating vapor and we are immediately condensing it. In the second type of the distillation, what will happen? Suppose this is the second type of distillation assembly. In that we are using this column and we have condenser over here and we are collecting the things. Here stand is there, suppose. Here we are taking this. Here is the thermometer, water inlet and outlet. So what will happen? In this case, what is the difference between these two? You can see directly. Here we are using column. Here we are not using column. Then what will happen? See, as the temperature increases, what will happen? Vapor will form. And this vapor will goes up. Vapor has tendency to goes up always. When it reaches over here, it comes into condenser, it condenses and it will comes back. When it comes back, it comes in the contact with the vapor which is going up. So there is a mass transfer which takes place in the second type of the distillation. That is, here reflux takes. Reflux. So in this type of the distillation, what will happen? Reflux takes place. While in this, it doesn't take. So this is the two types of distillation. Is it clear? In one type of the distillation, what happens? We are heating the mixture, vapor is generated and we are condensing it. While in the second one, what we are doing? We are heating the mixture and the vapor will goes up, and when it condenses, it comes down. Why it condenses? See, here the temperature is high, so vapor is there, so it gives. When it moves up, what will happen? The temperature is down over here. So it condenses and it comes down. There is a mass transfer operation which takes place between vapor and liquid. So this is the second type of the distillation. In simple distillation, this will happen. In rectification, reflux will happen. So if we are telling which are the types of distillation, in that case, the first one is simple distillation, second one is equilibrium distillation, and the third one is rectification. In rectification, reflux takes place, while in the other two will not take place. If we are having now the simple distillation, in that case we are having